Welcome back, everybody. This is Brother Mean here. Today we are continuing our quest to beat Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, or at least early beta access. We're trying to figure out what this game has to offer. Let's actually get into it, shall we? Now, of course, I've been dilly-dinking around with various builds ever since I've unlocked the ability with a mod called Toy Box to power level characters to 20. But we want to get back to our Evoker build. Alright. We had issues of those of you that are trying to record this game as well. I've been having issues with recording if I try to record too soon. So it causes my recording to stop for some reason. So if you wonder why the intro doesn't include the long drawn out, zooming in of the magic book kind of stuff, that's why. So that's where we're at right now. Let's see here. So we got some decent amount of gear. We look like we're overweight. Not horribly so. Let's do a quick check at our journal. Devoured by darkness. Return to the Canabras. Not sure what the exclamation point means. Worm family secrets. Clear a path. The source of worm. Spies among ranks. Belong to the demon worshippers. It's kind of really there is at least one group of secret cultists operating in the city. The person in charge of Canabra's defense should hear about this, as of course, if such a person exists, and if the city is still standing. It sounds like something to check. Alright, we're done with you guys? Sounds like it. Alright, this has got to be the exit, right? I'm not going to go that way. Oh, I see, an exit. Oh, wait. Go past, just in case there's something back here. Yep, no, okay. Just checking.
I'll show the way.
Oh, here we go. Collect all. The question's going to be, is that all the loot from the entire map back there, which means we're going to be super
Wander the
overweight back now?
dungeons. The battle on the surface rages on. The warriors of Canabras are trying to defend the wardstone, but their strength is flagging. Their resistance is valiant, yet it will all be in vain if no one rises up to turn the tide.
Indeed. Alright, now what's going on here? Above, pan into the fire. Nice. Okay, first, let's see. Let's inventory this. We're probably overweight. Yeah, yeah, we're way overweight. I don't want everyone to be exhausted for any of these fights. So we're going to sort by price in descending order. And we're going to do our typical get rid of the armors that we know are worth a pittance. 2 gold pieces for 15 pounds weight is a terrible idea. I drop those things. I mean, I'd love to scour the earth here for every penny. But we don't know when we're going to find a vendor to sell our trash to. So we're going to get rid of some of this heavier stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, there's another fine example. What's this here? Long spear. Yeah, that's pissed. All that garbage. Same with the quarterstaff and the spear. How's that put us at? Oof, still way overweight. Right. Flails, they're not worth anything. Okay. Still overweight. Warhammer, another fine example of something that's not worth shit. Battle axes as well. Okay, now these ones are actually a 1-to-1 ratio. 4 to 4. 4 to 4. We can get rid of the heavy shields though. Rapiers are actually worth money. Here we go, more armor up here. And get rid of these pieces of shit. That put us under. They're still heavy, but put us in the right area. 4 war axes is a 1-to-1. Bastard swords are worth more than. There we go. More scale shards. We can get rid of these things. Or scaled mail armor, sorry. Alright. Get rid of you, get rid of you, and get rid of you. No, that put us really close to underweight. 538 is our underweight category. For the medium, I should say. I want to try to get to that if at all possible. Is there anything else that we could drop? Not really. I suppose these are a big investment for just a 1-to-1 ratio. Let's get rid of these. There we go. We're going to be picking up more loot as we travel anyway. And if we can come right the hell back to where we're at, then we will do so. First off, is there anything in here? Yep. I'm gonna be a little choosy with the stuff we grab from now on. See how long that lasts.
Off we go.
Go. Kind of odd little. Here's a room and then go upstairs. Kind of weird. Okay, we're hearing noises.
Here we go again.
Hey yo. Oh, it's a her. Isabeth. Or Irabeth, excuse me. Irabeth, a half-orc before you wearing armor adorned with Aimede's golden swords is clearly exhausted. She obviously hasn't gotten much sleep over the last few days. There's soot on her face and fresh blood on her sword. Her hazel eyes are hard and focused, and her firm voice sounds accustomed to giving orders. She sizes you up surprised, judging whether you are a friend or a foe, and opens her mouth to ask you something, but freezes when she spots Anivia. By the goddess, Nevi, I almost lost all hope. Ah. Everything's fine, Beth. I'm here. Anivia strokes Arabeth's head and whispers something in her ear, and stands back and points at you. This here is Evoker. He rounded up those of us who survived the fall and led us up to the surface. Without him, we never have made it out. She turns to you. Evoker, let me introduce you to my wife, Irabeth Tirabade, head of the Eagle Watch. The half-orc nods. Until the army arrives, I'm the temporary warden of Canevras, and you're just in time. As you can see, we're in the middle of a battle, and her stern voice grows a little softer. Thank you for getting Anivia out of here. Where are we?
The Grey Garrison. Until recently, it served as barracks for the Crusaders, but it's now been taken over by cultists.
What is the target of this battle?
When the demons attacked the city, their main target was the Wardstone. I trust I don't have to explain to you what the Wardstone is and how important it is to the Crusaders. We must retake it at any cost, or the fall of Canabris will be the beginning of the end of the Crusades, and with them, the rest of the world.
Well, apparently you need to tell me what the Wardstone is, because apparently I don't know, because their pop-up's not working. I think I know enough about it, though, from the previous game here, or earlier playthroughs of this game, where the Wardstone was basically a big-ass stone, magical stone that was keeping the demons out somehow, and the Wardstone toppled in some way, shape, or form.
I see that you had a difficult journey to the surface. You need to rest. But there's a lot riding on this battle. I have no right to command you, but I'm asking you to help us.
I have important information about the location of a cultist den.
Very good. Report to me in full when we get back to the Defender's Heart. It's our temporary headquarters. Right now, the most dangerous cultists are here. The ones occupying the Grey Garrison.
And we met some mongrels who live beneath Canevras. This is land.
Most people in Canabris think that the children of the First Crusaders are simply a legend. Other people say that the day you emerge on the surface heralds the start of the end of the world. I'm not superstitious, but the situation is apocalyptic, all right. Having a living legend on our side can't hurt.
That's you, Lon.
Come on, living legend? A walking folktale, maybe? I just need to make sure I don't turn into a running joke.
What's the situation in the city?
The city's gone. Most of the defenders, including the Dragon Terendelev, fell in the first few hours. The civilians either fled or died in the chaos. The place is overrun with cultists and demons.
Don't talk like that. Canabris hasn't fallen. Not while it still has defenders like you and me.
Well, yeah, we could be in charge of a different pile of rubble. You could have the left half.
Sweet words don't change the grim truth.
Gallery, Amelia.
No, she's right. Thank you, Knight. Until we no longer have the strength to hold a weapon, until Iomedae abandons us, we will fight for Canabris.
Okay. Tell me about the Wardstone. Why is it so important?
The Wardstones are a gift of Iomedae. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the celestial armies. The ward stones keep the world wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canabris obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the abyss.
Yep. How'd the Warstone end up in the Grey Garrison?
The demons have long laid siege to Canabris, but this time, their lord Dascari appeared in the flesh. He ripped the wardstone from the ground and hurled it halfway across the city to here. I thought the stone was destroyed, but it seems all is not lost, yet. Dascari has gone, but the wardstone is surrounded by a horde of those creatures. What are they going to do to it? Nothing good, that's for certain.
Oh, he checked the Wardstone, huh?
But how did he do that? He's a demon. The wardstone should have burned his filthy hide.
Word.
It should have. But what happened, happened. We don't know why.
Hey, but they turned her back on us. That's what happened. This evil goddess bitch. I'm just kidding. Let's not waste any time to the battle. All right.
That's the spirit. You, take Anavia to the rear. The rest of you with me.
You hear Leif breathing interspersed with disgruntled muttering. Horgus is holding his rapier hilt in a white knuckle grip. A bead of sweat trickles down from his temple.
Lord Horgus Gwyrm, forgive me. I did not realize we had civilians among us. My people will escort you somewhere safe. To the extent that anywhere in Canabris can be said to be safe right now.
Yeah, don't forget my money. He's gonna remake. I just feel he's gonna be like, "What $1,000? I'm back in the safe place now. I don't have to give you no
That's right.
money."
Fighting spirit is the one thing that we've got plenty of. Actual fighting power, that's not so great. Fighting know-how, even worse. But fighting spirit, at least we're rich in that.
For Ioma Day! For the Queen! Kill the beast!
Elizabeth raises her blade, and the soldiers, inspired by her cry, rushed into battle with renewed vigor. I wish I was so renewed. What we got here besides pieces? Masterwork. Taking all the masterwork stuff. That's $100 a pop. I don't care if they weigh 10 freaking pounds. That's just coming. Oh, door. The door won't budge. Looks like it's locked from the other side. Okay. I guess we're following her then. Kind of makes sense, I suppose. Alright. You have not completed your mission in the Great Garrison.
I will help where I can.
I'm buffing up.
I'll watch your back.
Oh, why don't you give Barkskin her? Matter of fact, why don't you give her?
Can't make the demons wait. Did we step on their
You
toes
are
as
playing with
well?
auto end turn option enabled. This option allows the game to end the turn automatically when the character finishes their standard and move actions. Do you want to leave this option enabled? This is for those of you that are tired of the click, 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 click. End my turn. End my turn. I'm done moving. There's nothing else I can do. End my turn. So literally, you want to leave that enabled. Do that. You can switch that back off. Back in options though. Sela. Let's see. That is our. Oh yeah, you see the little pip above her head in that portrait here. That's to let you know who you're got control of. So this is our paladin. What we got over here? We got her team in yellow. It looks like. Maybe that's green, but my green looks more green than their green. So I think they're yellow, which means they're on our side. Baphomet, we got a big glowing rune over here. Baphomet cultist over here. Oh, can you charge? No, you might as well just hoof it. See, that went automatically to her turn without me having to do anything. Now Evoker, I have him. Oh, this is a surprise round. Lon, on the other hand, he might be able to get an arrow shot off. Well, we're a little bit buggy over here. Probably just can't see the ground. Put this off. See if we can get a shot off. Enjoy. Okay. Camellia, I want you to come right here, huh? Boop, 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 boops. See, that's your turn now. Shoot me, hit him. I gave her a reach weapon for a good reason. Nice solid hit, huh? Okay, looks like the recruits are. Oh, I didn't even see that dude. Where Where are you going? There's something over here to look at. There is. You can get to about here, brother mutant. Can you hit him with a? We've got sharpshooter, cultist, sharpshooter. I like shooters. Ooh, that was a little bit of damage. Lon. Here, buddy. Got bow to work on that sharpshooter.
Make every strike count.
I forgot to turn his rapid shot back on, or not rapid shots. What's it called? Deadly aim on, so he gets extra damage with his swing. But he missed anyway, so it don't much matter. We got a tight, narrow neck here of fighting. That's not going to help anybody. Why don't you come over here, hun? I want you to buff up, Sela. Cultist. Swing and miss. Swing and miss. Alright. These guys are all basically trapped because of the bottleneck that we got working on here.
The light take you!
Get over here, and then off chance this doofus gets out the goddamn way. In that case, we had to end our turn because there was nothing else for us to do, and we couldn't attack. Evoker. I could use a grease spell, but that seems silly. Let's just use a cantrip at this point. What we got here? Let's hit that sharpshooter again. Hey, that's a solid amount of damage. He's almost dead. Lon. Let's come here. Get that deadly aim back on, brother. Shoot that something. Oh, that was some solid damage. Alright, let's actually take a look at that shot real quick. And my deadly aim plus 2 was damage. Very nice. Alright, so it looks like it's just us and Doofus Boy. Only one up here in red. So it's just us and the cultist. Camellia, you can't hit him from here, can you? No. Might as well move up to here then. And turn. Oof. That's a big chunk of his flesh just went flying. Looks like we got someone else on our team that's got arrows. See, look.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Nothing. Recruits just got to get his big fat stupid ass out the way. Alright, Lon. Once you're not Lon, you're Evoker. Let's do the cantrip again. Hey, he's money. Look at that shit. Shooting into combat no less, and still managed to get another touch attack. Good job, buddy. Lon, I need you to go back to point blank shot. Kill this fucker. There we are. Alright, looks like they're heading back up that way. We got anything in here that's worth a damn? Taking that. Taking the masterwork. Masterwork. Lots of masterwork glaze and size. That's something that that Bane son of a bitch likes. The demon lord Locust. No masterwork heavy crossbows or daggers though. No love for us. What the hell, man? All right, let's take a look at this ruin here. Sealed with magic.
I can handle it.
Well, that's pretty ominous. We are trapped. Put a door here before we go upstairs. Let's check this out. I'm gonna be careful. I think I got my pause for looking at traps on. So when the trap is spotted, I actually have it now where I think it pauses. Just because I was dilly-dinking around earlier with another build. I'm trying to think about
And off we go.
when the game is released, what kind of awesome, that's got to be the Wardstone, kind of awesome build I can make for a skill monkey. And archaeologist seems to be the way to go so far. Hey, I know you're usually one of these cultists. Yeah. How's it going, pal? Want to join you? Your lot will be at dead. We'll all be dead soon, but we'll all be alive. I can't. Come on, leave those losers. The Crusades are over. Soon the demons will rule the whole world. What the hell is this shit? You trying to flip him to our side, the other side? What the fuck, dude? He ain't gonna join you. Oh shit, there he's joining them. Here goes nothing. All hail Baphomet, you prick. Cowardly traitor, I swear on the sword of him a day. Something. Okay. So we have Oh, that's a fight. This is the when people were talking earlier in one of my videos. Are you really going to do turn-based combat for all these fights? Yes, I am. Oh Jesus! Even if it's a big fight like this, because it gets unwieldy real quick. And while I'm sure we can point and click, I don't want our team to just like straight up die. I appreciate also the fact that we'll get to do stuff that feels more like pen and paper version of the game. That doesn't mean I'm going to do stupid shit. So, whoa! Obviously, we're not buffing her team. That's kind of a bummer. So we have a team to the right and a team to the left to deal with. I think we want to fuck with. Let's go to the left. All right. Favor, that's not good. Recruit. What are you guys going to do? Control them, and also they just do their thing. Okay, so I use Evoker. Now, a moment ago I said that I was just going to start attacking stuff, but notice how I can actually hit every last one of these perks if I'm careful. So we get a little 5-foot stutter step over here. I'm probably in range of this prick, so I'm probably going to get swung at. Hopefully I can still cast this spell. Ah, that floored them all but one. And of course this doofus too. Now, Lon, I need you to stutter step a little closer that way.
Endure this!
That's what I'm talking about. It took his face clean off. And we'll deal with these pricks first, and then we'll go back to the side. Let's see, I'm not worried about these guys. That one little dude, me and probably Lon can handle him. So let's get Sela. What are you thinking? Here first. And since there's no reason not to move, I suppose we'll move to there. I want to be in the front. I don't want to get bottlenecked again. That's good enough. Divine Favor. Yeah, these guys are buffing up for some damage. Attack bonus and damage bonus with Divine Favor. Ooh, there's an arrow to one of our allies. Come on, recruit. Yeah, help me out, buddy. Get some blanket. Ooh, someone shot a magic missile. Cultist Evoker. He's copying my shit. And hit Sela with it. Ooh, fuck. Oh, that was a big pokey stick. Here's the Baphomet Cultist. Who is that? That's the other guy's that name's Thornton Vane. Vanya. Oh, you're that dude got smacked in the head, hon. Amelia. We don't need you doing that. Let's take out this cultist. Charge him. No, you can probably hit him, I think. Yeah. Recruit. Alright, Evoker's turn. Alright, I'm far enough back that I should be able to do this. So let's buff up the weapon. Do the infinite use cantrip. Cast it. Charge him and swing. Yeah, swing. How did that go? Not bad. You guys got armor, but they're not buffed like crazy. We're not doing the hardest difficulty. What is the hardest difficulty? The hardest fuck to hit these guys. Lon, sir, you need to do your typical trick. I want you to move as forward as you can, because we're going to start shooting up these fuckers. Notice how it doesn't have ×2 on some of these guys when I hover it over them. Nothing, but this one here is, which means this is the one within his point-blank shot range. Okay, so that's just something to keep an eye out for. Because if I try to shoot at them, he would not shoot, because I have this on. I can shut that off and hit any of these guys, probably. But this is the only guy that's the ×2. Critical hits. Critical hit. Good job, Juan. I'd like to... We got 4, 5, 6 of these guys right here still to stick with. Sela. We need you to wail on this prick, huh? Do that thing you do so well. Yeah, that's my gal. Good work. Recruit, don't fall in the grease. Don't fall. I told you not to fall in that. Like the burning hands. Oh, you dick. Thank you, Vaughn. What's up, Zoloff? Zoloff is a channel supporter. He's clearly playing on Steam right now. Alright. What, did he switch weapons? I think he did. Yeah, he went from bow to whatever that is. Here, Beth's gonna kick his ass though. Alright, I got a guy here. I want to kill that.
Go for their hearts!
So I stab. Got the buffer weapon though. Recruits. Some of these guys glitch out a little bit when they have nothing to do or nowhere to run. So you'll find that that's a thing that happens. I don't want to get too close to that grease, but what I will do is I'll stay in here and I will do cantrips. That's a critical hit. Lon, again, closer. Again, look for your times two. So we get the guy standing up, this guy here, not that guy. Now, the reason this is important, by the way, for those of you who have never played Pathfinder Kingmaker, the rules for a prone target is these guys have a penalty to their armor class when prone for melee attacks. They have a bonus, however, to their armor class against ranged attacks, which is what Lon's all about. Now, if you're standing up, obviously that penalty goes away, and the bonus goes away. So, you have a better chance of hitting this doofus. Like so. Still was able to hit the other guy. Let me show you that penalty. Delay -1, prone +4. See, that's not penalty, a bonus. You get to say just though. Sela.
Into the fray!
Yeah, oh Jesus, you just punted him through the damn wall. Good job, Sela. That's clearly a glitch. It's okay though. I will forgive her for it. Recruit. You're not getting up, are you? Staunton. Yeah, Staunton. Good work, Staunton. Turn around and hit this guy too. No. Sharpshooters are up. Ooh, and they're doing damage. Air breath. Yeah, backup coming your way, honey bunch. Kill. Yeah. Yeah.
You are today's sacrifice!
This guy just pissed himself over there. Apparently doesn't know what the hell to do with himself. Alright, so this fool over here is being a problem. But I don't think that it's that much of an issue. Again, between me and Ron, he has a better shot than I am and is not in combat. So I'm not suffering that -4 penalty to my swing. See that? So I got a bonus to my swing as well. I'm dex-based character. I got a +2 because I'm level 3 right now. So I'm actually doing okay. And it's a touch attack, like always. Now he's dexterous, but again, he's got a 13 to my 6, so I need to roll like, what, a 7 or better. So I need less than a 50% chance to hit the motherfucker. I'm going to move the tiniest bit closer to that grease spell, but not too close. Lon, I just always inch him up a little bit more. There you go. Oop, we got another. Alright, Sela. Get him, man. Come on, it's done. Alright, now everybody start backpedaling this way. Oh, he started moving. He's finally glitching out. Alright. Get your heavy ass all the way over here, huh? Cute. Volker, cantrip time. Sure. Nice shot. We'll take it. Come on. Again, keeping him away from the grease.
You won't survive me.
Look at this guy. Hey. Alright, now we have everyone in here. There's a guy back there you really saw a moment ago. They're running towards the grease like doofuses. I want to pause it so I can check through this shit here. Masterwork longbow. Short sword. Taking no potions. Chainmail. Looks like leather to me. Taking that. Doing the masterwork glaive. And again, I think they're probably the same thing. Composite longbows. Those are worth money. Masterwork scimitar. Studded leather. Vanish. So take that studded leather real quick. I want to take a look at something. Composite longbow. Composite longbows, well, they not as much as masterwork longbow. They do more damage.
I'll show the way.
To do anything with it. So why does that matter to you? Let's see if I can find it for you. Composite longbow. See how it's still worth $100? Oh, it used to be worth 50. That's even better. A composite longbow is what he's using. Should be. Yes. So that he's getting extra damage based on his strength modifier into it because he's got better pull on it for harder hitting, which is of course awesome. We're still underweight, or at least medium weight. So I'm not worried about all that. We're getting lots and lots of money up here. For those of you that are curious what the hell we're doing. We better go back and help that party here in a second, though. We want to get our paladin, though. She's leveled up. Time to get her to level 3. She is our religion gal, as you can see. What do we know about mobility? No, I don't care about any of that. Let's get her persuasion up. And let's get the lower religion. Why does she have trickery? She's a goddamn paladin. And stealth. This makes no sense. She's a paladin, right? Find bond. Cool. That's a new thing as far as I know. What do we got here? We got Aura of Courage. Now we're talking. Aura of Courage. So third level paladin is immune to fear. Yes. Each ally within 10 feet of her gains a +4 morale bonus to the saves against fear. And the ability only works when they're awake and not unconscious or obviously dead. Notice that she's getting one of her first mercies. Okay, now these are extremely important. Let's actually leaving this out. The mercies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It even gives you a suggestion of the list. So mercy against blinded, confused, cursed, dazed, diseased. Obviously they went alphabetized. The mercies can also cure things like fatigue, eventually exhaustion, and other cool shit. Now, what you pick is on you. Again, I can't tell you the right quote-unquote answer. I do know, however, that fatigue straight up fucking sucks. So at the very least, get fatigue as a mercy cure if you can. And the reason for that is when she lays on hands, that will also remove any fatigue effect on that person, whether it's her or a teammate. So if someone is wounded, or fatigued, whether it's from a spell or just from traveling on the overland map, you get jumped in the forest, you have taken no damage. At least you can remove that penalty. Remember, fatigue and exhaustion are massive penalties to your strength and your dex. Fatigue is a -2 to both strength and dex, and corresponding decrease in how much you can carry, your armor class, your weapon swing, the amount of damage that you do, all that shit. It's -6 if it's exhausted. They don't stack. It's just you're fatigued and then you're exhausted. So you can't cure fatigue if you're exhausted as well. You can cure exhausted, and that'll make both of them go away. But that's later. But that's nice. Notice she also has divine health. Now she's also immune to all diseases, whether magical or otherwise, including mummy rot. That's fucking money. It means that we keep her up in the front fucking ranks. And we have a feat. So what do we got with her? So she's got shield focus. Alright, that's fucking stupid. It doesn't tell us what she has already. That sucks. Let's back out of here. Hold on a second. Character sheet. Show me this character. What the hell has she got for fucking feats? Damn it. She got dodge and shield focus. Okay, it's glitching in that it's showing shield focus twice. I didn't know what the other one was. So she doesn't have weapon focus is my point. And she does have a marching terror glaive. We could give her some skill in glaive. Let's do that. Okay, so we said we wanted that persuasion up and the religion up. Let's give her weapon focus and glaive. I'd rather her hit like a goddamn champ. Here's her mercy. Now this is the list. Okay, so stunned, staggered, poisoned, paralyzed, nauseated, frightened, exhausted, diseased, dazed, cursed, confused, blinded, sickened, shaken, fatigued. I like fatigued. Fatigued is another one, like I said, it's an obvious effect, and it's one that's going to happen to your team no matter how hard you fucking try. People are going to need to take a knee. So this is a nice way of making that be less of a problem for that one random fight.
Here we go.
Okay, looks like we got everything in here. Overloaded again. Yeah, we're still fucking moving slow. Is there anything? You know what? Fuck it. These are worth money, but they're not worth that much for the 30 pounds that they cost in weight. There we are. These guys are getting their ass handed to them over here. We need to help them out. All the while, we'll be sticking to our guns of picking up anything worth $100. Swing your asses over here, fellas. Hopefully my team don't slippy slide. And these guys did all the work. Good job, guys. Pausing this so I can make this shit easily. Oh no. Okay. And there's another door over here. I'm guessing that is another one of those. I need Invoker is the one that's slippity slide. It's your own damn spell, son. I'm not going to report it as a bug because it's not a bug. But for those of you that are wondering, it does irritate me beyond all measure that we cannot dispel our own spells. We have to wait for modders for that shit. You can dispel, I should take that back, you can dispel them with Dispel Magic, a waste of your spell to make a former spell go away. That's horseshit. No one wants that. That is the stupidest thing that anyone has ever suggested. So, I consider it a house rule bug where people are like, oh, you can't possibly do that. No, bullshit. You're the one that made the magic show up. You shouldn't be able to make the magic go away with a thought. And modders in the previous game have done so. So, hopefully modders will get on that shit, because I really need that icon to go away. Again, we could take all this stuff and then drop it off upstairs, but I'm not doing that shit. Let's just leave. Oh. I was going to come back for it, but I guess we're not doing that. I guess it's their way of letting you know that you're moving in the right direction. So, yay, I guess. Oh, I should be pointing out stuff.
Do we have guests? Just in time. The place is a bit of a mess, and I haven't even poured the blood into the goblets yet. Why don't you... Oh!
That's nightmare fuel. That is what that is. Before we go into this further, like then I said, there's stuff that I wanted to point out to you guys. I am currently using my 8 terabyte external hard drive to save files for this videos. Not only will it save the videos as a temp file, when we're done it'll convert it into the official file, then we'll save it after editing it on that same thing, delete the old one after I prove that the new one's good and uploading for YouTube. So this is a new era or something, I don't know, for this channel, so that we can actually start storing stuff in mass, because I've been deleting, for those of you that don't know, all my old videos and shit. I'm down to like 10 videos or something on this hard drive right now that are previous builds or previous videos that I've uploaded for YouTube, and that's it. And I've uploaded hundreds of videos already, so hopefully there's not something I need to revisit, like something gets corrupted or whatever on the YouTube side, because I will have to remake it. But I do like the idea of having an external hard drive. That's a WD Black. It's one of the ones that are used for gaming, so it can be used for PlayStation 5s and Xbox Ones and whatever else, and PC. So I did check for that. So it did work, and it is working beautifully. So I am extremely pleased. They say it's loud. I don't notice it. The loud right now is coming from the fucking heat kicking off of my computer. So I have fucking fans on that thing are just woo spinning like son of a bitch. It's not particularly hot in my place. I think this is actually heating my place up. So I might want to get on that and figure out what the hell's going on, because it is clearly spinning when it's running this game. And this game is not that intensive from what I understand. So the fact that, like, I can actually, I don't know if you can see this, if I do Alt-R, I can see the temperatures of what's going on here, as well as my graphics card, clock speeds, and so forth. Fan speeds are fucking just turning up, and the GPU is like fucking sucking some serious wattage right now at over 300 watts. So the CPU is just idling at like 16. The GPU utilization though is 90 goddamn 3 sometimes. So again, Alt-R to get back on there. So it's cruising. Anyway, back to the fight. So this is Manago, the Eyeless, clear and obvious devil bitch. Is that rat people? What is that? That's rat people with horn. Oh, these gotta be more devils, cultists, and clearly demons of some kind.
What an unexpected surprise. Staunton, my little sweetheart. Long time no see. I've missed you so much. Have you missed me? Admit it. You missed me terribly.
Yeah, baby, I love you. Look at that little bastard, he's pissed.
Manago. You again, you wench!
Yeah, so I guess they have history. If I'm going to hazard a guess, the evil hot devil bitch tricked him into like boning her so that he could like turn off the castle defenses or some shit. That's my bet. This is a typical trope, if you will, in I won't even say D&D lore, more like human lore. where you have the evil temptress and the guy that will do anything for her because he thinks he's in love with her because she's got that hot ass, and he basically fucks over his friends and buddies and everybody else in the kingdom just so he can have a chance at looking at her nips one more time. And after everyone gets slaughtered in front of his eyes, he realized he'd made a mistake. Good job, dude. I don't like you already, Stan, prick. But you better fight for me.
Minago, the one who... Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde. She was once responsible for a massacre in Canabris. She must be back to finish what she started.
She's the author of two of the most horrific atrocities in the history of the Crusades, the Fallen of Dresden and the Red Morning Massacre of Canabris. Yeah, sounds like it. Alright, so we have a choice of being more chaotic. This is another example. We talked about this in the previous video, but when you see alignment choices like this, this doesn't mean you have to be chaotic to pick this. What this will do is shift you towards chaotic. If you're already chaotic, nothing else is really going to happen. You'll just become more chaotic, so to speak. So there's a wheel. I'll show you that here in a second. But if I don't want to be chaotic, like say I'm a lawful paladin, for example, doing this will shift me closer to chaotic, which means I'll go from lawful to neutral, then neutral to chaotic eventually. That's always a problem, because paladins cannot be anything other than lawful good. If you're a monk, same deal. They have to be lawful. They can be lawful neutral, lawful good, lawful evil, but they have to be lawful. So again, this would be a bad idea. Once is not that big of a deal. Even a few times is not going to ruin you. But know that that's a thing. This was in Pathfinder Kingmaker, and this is something that's repeated. And I'm cool with this. However, having said that, there are some of these things that are like, how the fuck is this chaotic? Hey, Demon Woman, what's wrong with your face? More like an insult than anything else, but I guess that's why it's chaotic, because lawful people wouldn't insult people. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Stan, do you know this demon? Would be the way I would actually ask it.
Does he know me? Staunton, darling. Tell them all how close we were.
Yeah, I called it. He is perv, man. It's probably because his face comes like right up to like chest level. Sick bastard.
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life has gone to the abyss. She's the reason why Dresden fell.
Yep. I called it.
Oh my, like butter wouldn't melt. What I remember is how eagerly you would run to our trysts. How you begged to see me again. How you promised you'd do anything I asked. By your own free will, you said this. And now you claim that Dresden fell because of me. No, my dear. That was entirely your own doing.
Yeah, we need to rip her horns off her head.
I'll beat your lying lips into your filthy throat!
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips, the ones you kissed so sweetly. Staunton, dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how good we were together? I was so hoping that we could patch things up.
If you say, well, maybe for one night, I'm gonna kick you right in the ball sack, dude.
I'll kill you!
That's my man. Alright. She pieced out. Alright. But she left us shit to deal with. Alright. Well, what kind of shit do we got here? We got another massive fight. Ooh, Jesus. We got Discari cultists. What do you know about them? Alright, click it to see. It's a fighter cleric combo, 1-1, see that? So they're gonna have spells, but they're not gonna have like shit ton spells. Abercondilu. I don't know about you. 5 outside. Ooh, Jesus, power attack. Armor class is kind of shite. And we got 3 of them on the easier level. Oh, but my acid cantrip ain't gonna do shit. Same with my cold cantrip, so again, immune to electricity. So these are straight up demons. Alright. Cool. We got a cultist. Sky cultist, Baphomet cultist. We got dretches. What
Good guys always win.
Know nothing about them? Are you fucking kidding me? Got sharpshooter, and and wizard. Alright, last respell? I could go like yay. Alright, how many of these fuckers can I catch? It's drawing my cursor, I think, to these guys like it's popping the circle on where I don't want to. There used to be a way where you could do that. So is it control? Yeah. So if you want to move it to where you want, so you see how it's snapping to the character, the big circle, pop, pop, every time you get too close to a body. If you hold control down, you can pinpoint accurately put where the fuck you want. So I can cast it here. If it'll let you target the ground, I should be real clear on this. If you can target the ground, which apparently I can't. I can hit everybody except for this one fucktard here, and he is, which one is he? He's like the last motherfucker on the totem pole. So I'm actually kind of cool with this as an option. Let's just barely get him to so that my people can get fucking within range of melee and shit. I love respell, man. I'm telling you. Why would you ever take any other spell? Alright, so most of them are down. Stan's gonna go over here and he's gonna fuck with these melee dudes probably. Or just be a complete utter idiot and go right into the grease. Lon. Fucking show this doofus how we do shit, will you? Okay, I'm not seeing any twos, so that means I need to shut off of this. So, what's it?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Won't let me shoot? Oh, fuck balls. Alright, Camila. I'm gonna have you enlarge her. Her reach will be better. She won't have to get into the fucking grease as much. Arabeth, what do you got for me, hon? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't be that stupid person. Don't, you dumbass. Oh, you fucking tard. Alright, I need to charge. What is it? I thought it said 2. Get up into his face. That was a nice solid hit. Alright, Dretch is coming through. I took a little damage. Recruit, help me up, bro. Give me some flanking. You too, buddy. Oh, he's got a bow. Nice. We got some damage reduction going on here as well. Just stay on the ground. Just stay down there, failing your check, you pieces of shit. She'll be able to reach most of these fuckers. We'll probably have to go crazy on the wizard. Because of shit like that. Oh, my shield spell wore off me. Son of a bitch, I didn't see that. Oh, that sucks. Alright, Evoker. Let's shut these off. Buff our weapon. Attack.
Damn you!
That was a nice solid strike, though. That was impressive. I was happy with that. Okay. Your turn. Recruits. What you got? Oh, that devil right there. I forgot about that prick. Little short fucker. Ah, shit. Sharpshooters. Lon, you need to get up in this shit. Oh, come on now. Starting to make it look bad, son. Well, did damage at least. How much damage was done to that prick? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you go. Okay, he's close to dead. These guys should be doing something, but not enough. Fuck it. We're already taking a knee here for too long. I'm gonna get all up in it. Is there any charge feature that I got going on here? Ooh. Oh shit! I didn't see the red attack of opportunity against me. That's my stupidity. There we go. She can probably take this guy.
Take you.
Yeah, that was a nice solid strike too. Jeez. Oh man, he's next though. Whiff. Whiff again. Third time's the charm. Yeah, fall on your ass. Oh, grease spell. Alright, what do you got for me? Ah, shit. I'm getting fucking flanked. I'm getting peppered over here. I can't take much more damage. Oh, she just got her ass handed to her. What the hell? I guess I should have finished him off. Evoker. Yeah, here we got you. You're almost dead. You just had your turn, so let's finish off you. 0. Fuck. Alright, that's not good. Recruits? Anybody? Hey, it's a 2. I'll take a 2. Camilla, we're gonna have to have you come back. Arabeth, get back here. Stop going into it. Alright, well, you can kill guys over there. That's fine. Lon, I need some help, brother.
Make every strike count.
I think it's almost dead. There it is. That's a nice pinball outside the castle. We'll dig it. recruit. Do something of value. Hey, there we go. Took out one. Now we're down to this doofus. He's gonna wail on me and I'm gonna be fucked. Ah, shit. More cultists are getting up.
I'm gonna try this
fuck.
again.
Oh, fuck. I'm out. That's two of us. Oh, at least we're not fucking targeting me with magic missile anymore, I suppose. Recruit. Swing and miss. Ah, too many guys are getting the fuck back up. Fortunately, they're ranged attackers, so they want to stay in the grease, which means every round they should be checking on. Lon, again, here. You need to take out the wizard. There we go, boy. And you hit the directional list too. See that? Set on 5. It didn't zoom back the camera for that shot, though. That's kind of a bummer. Camellia, Hunt, need you to kill this guy. 7 points of damage is working in the right direction, though. Rat Boy is still on the ground, so I'm okay with that. Here, Beth. Oh, send him flying into outer space. Come on, recruit. Do some damage. Be a hero. Move that way, not close. Get the rat thing on the ground. Now I'm down, but not out. Notice how we have negative health. So that means we're unconscious and dying. Sadly, there's not a mechanic in this game, at least I can see, where you continually lose health every round, which they should do, quite frankly. It should be every round you're down, you should take another point unless you get stabilized. They don't have that. But the reason I mention that, let's take out the shot. There you go. The reason I mention that is they should. Also, with Camellia, she has the ability to heal, as you can see. So I can literally, if I can heal myself above 0, I will stand back up. Yeah. Oh yeah, take out the rat thing. I think we're down to one dude. Lover Boy's still sucking grease on the floor there. Ah, finally he trips and falls. Now you can see I can get up. Notice this will take my action. Okay. Stand up. And usually that provokes attack of opportunity, but everything around us was already dead. Now, I can give myself a couple potions. And the reason that that's important is not because I want to use them on me. If you click them like this, you can pour them down the throat of someone who's wounded. So now she'll get back up. See that? That's a neat little trick that you can use to keep your team alive. Especially on the harder difficulties. It's difficult because, again, using potions also provokes attack of opportunity, I believe. Because you're basically stopping what you're doing. You go, hold on a second, let me chug this potion. And they immediately see that shit and they go, oh, hell yeah, we can totally fucking kick his ass. Now he's grabbing a potion. Alright, so make sure there's not anything back here.
And off we go.
We have that damn grease problem again. Can't be super nice if they ever gave us that ability to get rid of that shit. Neophyte wizard, man, nothing. You guys strips suck. Alright, come across here. What we got here? Ooh, low religion check. Alright, let's do a quick save. Where are you? She's way the hell back here. Damn it. Means we're losing our buffs until she fucking gets over here. She'll lose this, all but the dark skin. Dark skin will last plenty of time.
Here we go.
But I need her for the religion check, I think. Let me check that. Is he a religion guy? He is, but he doesn't have any ranks in it. He made him a Lord Nature dude. She's the one that's got the skill in that. While we're waiting for her... Alright, she's right here. I was about to say, while we're waiting for her, I have to tell you about my archaeologist build. For those of you that don't know, let's pause. It means we're going to lose our buffs. For those of you that don't know, the archaeologist is a subclass of bard. The archaeologist is particularly interesting because while bards usually get the ability to buff the whole fucking team and all kinds of cool songs and shit, archaeologists can buff themselves, and that's it. And that's not good. I'm not saying that. But what they buff is ridiculous. You can get like a +1 all the way up to a +4 by the highest level of bonus to your attack bonus, your weapon damage bonus, your skill checks, and your saving throws. You can see the appeal. I want to say that's a competence bonus, and that would stack them with like morale bonuses and other type of enhancements that you could have with spells. So you can have really, really high skills is the point. Another thing that they get is they get a really nice bonus to all the knowledges and lores equal to half, minimum of 1 point, added to those skills per level, for every 2 levels, excuse me, of the archaeologist class. So by level 20, half of that is 10. They get a plus 10 to lore, nature, lore, religion, knowledge, arcana, and knowledge world. Now, of course, if you invest just 1 point in each of those things, and those are class skills. Matter of fact, for the archaeologist, every skill is a class skill, which means you want to put 1 point in everything if you can afford it, eventually. And the reason that is it unlocks it because it's a class skill. That's the green check mark. That means they get another 3 points added to it just for investing 1 point. So that means a 4-point jump just for putting 1 point in it. Now, that's only a one and done deal. You do it once and it'll never happen again, but still, that's a 4 to all your fucking skills down the board if you manage to put a point in each of them. Then, like I said, with that knowledge and lore bump, based on your bardic level, your archaeologist level, we get another 10 on top of those 4 skills, which, of course, you'd probably want to invest in again anyway to make it better than 14 and get it all the way up to the 20s and even 30s without a lot of effort. Then it gets better. If you play, because the archaeologists are just like Albards in that dexterity and charisma are usually their go-to. If you play a halfling, halflings get a bonus to athletics and mobility called sure-footed. That's because they're halflings and they have those grippy feet of theirs. So they're really good at those. It's only like a +2, but again, that's 2 other skills that you've got extra bonus to. Wait, then, because you're a halfling, you also get keen senses. That's a +2 to your perception check. So that's another skill that you get a bonus to. Wait, then, because you're an archaeologist, you get a bonus to trickery and perception. Trickery for spotting traps and disarming traps because you're an archaeologist, and what else would they do? And perception for spotting said fucking traps. So again, you get a fucking metric shit ton of fucking skill bonuses for being the archaeologist. And they still get their bardic casting ability. So they still have the bardic spells, which is fucking cool. And there's some spells in there that can give you bonuses to your skills across the board, like heroism, good hope, greater heroism. So there's a lot of really good shit that you get to do. And then there's still more. For instance, I forget what level it is, but they get ability where they get to what's called take 10 on their trickery checks. So if you say you have a trap, and you're always petrified of, what if I roll 1? It'll be a nat failure and I'll fucking kill myself. Well, you can have this toggle on. It's called a take 10 for trickery. And you walk over and try to disarm the trap. You automatically guarantee to roll a 10. Now, what does that mean? If you don't pass the check, you'd have to shut the toggle off to try to pass the check. Okay, but if it will always pass on a natural 10, a 10 die roll, that's what you're getting. That's why it says take 10. Which means you're going to be really good at fucking picking locks and fucking disarming traps. So again, this archaeologist build is a really good character to have if he's not your main. If you can get like a teammate that has it, you can have some serious fucking fun. The downside is it's a charisma-based caster, which is nothing wrong with that, because again, persuasion and use magic device were the other 2 skills that we didn't really talk about. So again, the fact that you're a charisma-based caster, those 2 are at least getting a bump, because presumably your charisma is not being shelved. You're not throwing it under the fucking bus. You're having a decent charisma. So again, you have pretty much everything across the board. The only thing I didn't talk about is stealth, and you actually get a bonus for being a teeny tiny person for being a halfling to stealth, which I forgot to mention. So again, there's a shit ton of stuff you can fucking do with an archaeologist as far as skills are concerned. Now the question is can you make a viable attacking, casting teammate build with it? Fuck yeah, your dex and charisma. You could be a ranged attacker, get yourself a solid fucking crossbow, especially a heavy crossbow, get a nice magic one, get yourself point blank shot, precise shot, and that's about all you fucking need. Throw in deadly aim, done. And you will still get a bab where you get 15 attacks, or plus 15, excuse me, to your attack bonus by the end of the build, which means 3 attacks with that crossbow. If you want to go short bow or long bow, assuming you can use either of them, I think you can use a short bow. You can get a composite short bow, assuming you have some strength to throw behind it, with gear, with spells, whatever, and you'll be able to shoot that motherfucker 3 times, 4 if you get rapid shot, which is, again, something that he didn't pick up because, again, he has the flurry of blows. So you can have 4 fucking attacks with your bow and still be a competent attacker on your party. And then you got your buffs with your spells. You got your buff with your archaeologist song that only buffs you. You got a variety of ways to make yourself a fucking better character. That was the earlier save file. I don't know if you saw that. We're not switching to this one. That was the archaeologist that I was toying around with. It's actually quite good. The downside on that is, again, is you have spells, and while that's awesome, and they are arcane spells, as weird as it is to say, and remember, as a bard, even an archaeologist, you can wear armor and I think use a shield and not be penalized with arcane spell failure. But it has to be, I think, like a buckler. Now, I could be wrong on this for the shield, but it's definitely leather armor or light armor, and you can be fine. Anything above that, and you start getting arcane spell failure, which is an issue. But you're already dexterous, so why would you want to wear anything other than studded leather or chain shirt or even padded? One of those four is probably going to do you in good. Again, you're going to be reasonably protected. You're going to have some decent, if not the best spells, but they have added some new spells to the game and updated a couple others, just as a fun reminder before we move on. Two of the spells that I saw, because the power level in the 20 to see what he was capable of. You get Shadow Conjuration, which is a new spell they didn't have in Pathfinder Kingmaker without mods, and Shadow Evocation, which was in Pathfinder Kingmaker, but they've changed it. And it still says the old tooltip too, so they need to fix this. The Shadow Evocation spell used to be where you would cast either Fireball, Lightning Bolt, Ice Storm, Volcanic Storm, or Shout, I think, as one of your spell choices. When you cast a spell, obviously it's a Shadow Evocation, so it's an illusion spell. But those are only 5 spells that let you cast. Well, now they did what the modders did, which they said, fuck it, you really should be able to cast any evocation spell lower than the level of Shadow Evocation. Shadow Evocation, I believe, is a level 5 spell, which means you can cast any evocation spell level 0 to level 4 with that illusion spell. That's fucking awesome. Then, wait, there's more. Shadow Conjuration was a new one, and again, just like the modders added that one, they did the same thing for it. It's a level 4 spell. And you can cast any conjuration spell as an illusion from level 0 to level 3 with that one casting of that fucking spell. So again, as an illusionist, an archaeologist can have some serious fucking fun. Now, I made mine meleeer because I prefer being up in the front and thick of things, but I should probably reconsider that. I'm going to look at the fucking feat points that spread that I've invested in it and say, should he be up front or she be up front, or should I keep them in the fucking back with that crossbow and do it like Lindsay was used to doing? Healing the team. Remember, just because she's an arcane caster doesn't mean they didn't have healing, which is fucking another reason I love the bards, because you have like cure light wounds, cure moderate, all the way up to like cure mass, cure moderate wounds, I think, because you get all the way up to level 6 spells. So you have some fun there. You got a lot of buffs, you got a lot of debuffs, you got a lot of not elemental, emotional effect spells, like crushing despair and fear and shit like that. So bards are all about the fucking emotions. So you can have some real fun with that. Now, how that will track against demons, that's when you switch back to your weapon or your crossbow and have some fun that way. But with the ability to buff ourselves up and be really good at shooting anyway with that high dexterity, I'm having some serious fun with the build. The build I made, though, was the subpar. Well, let me just read it off to you. So I finished with a strength of 8, dex of 16, 12 for con, 22 for intelligence, even though intelligence is not your main stat, and I'll explain that in a minute. 10 for wisdom and 16 for charisma. And I probably would have floored either wisdom or not taking intelligence all the way to 22. The reason I did that was I started with a 17 intelligence, brought all the way to 22, invested all 5 points in it to get to 22 to see how many skill points I could get, because I wanted to see how good the build could be. Just for frame of reference here, guys. Let me read it to you. I finished, for points invested now, for skills, I invested in 11 points in athletics, where it had a plus 19 instead of an 11 because of all my bonuses. So I had a 19 athletics, but 11 points invested. I had a 19 mobility with 10 points invested. I had trickery at 7 with 20 points invested, so I invested at every level. Stealth was 10 points, it was a rank of 10, but 3 points invested. And again, with something like a vanish spell or potion or invisibility or great invisibility, that adds another 20 to that. That's why that one got the redheaded stepchild in the family, because again, it was fed last because I didn't care. But again, that's not bad. 10 is not great, but again, with another 20 on top of it, and making your invisible stealthing ability pretty fucking useful. Knowledge Arcana, Knowledge World, Lore Nature, and Lore Religion all finished the same. 12 points invested into each one of them fuckers. But I managed to get a 32 score for all of them. That's huge. Then, Perception was 20 points invested. It was a 36 by the end of the build. Persuasion was 20 points invested, because again, I assume, just like in Kingmaker, Persuasion is going to be important for you, and again, you're a charisma-based character, so again, with a terrible charisma of 16 and 20 points in Persuasion, I still managed to finish with a goddamn 27 on my Persuasion skills. Use Magic Device, I only invested 8 points, because with my charisma and everything else, I managed to get it up to a 15. So again, for a character that has decent spell casting, sorry, messing with my damn microphone, for characters that have decent spell casting, that has really good skills, decent ability to fight, the ability to wear at least some kind of armor, and again, is an all-around teammate-friendly companion. If I'm not going to play the archaeologist, I'm probably going to get myself a character that plays an archaeologist, because that shit's fucking fun. And again, I always forgot how much fun that build was, because I did that one in the past. What we got here? Oh, we're going to do that lower today. Do a quick save. Matter of fact, I'm going to exit out of here, start the saving over again, because I don't want it to crash like it did the other day.